those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Like 20.
Mike 54. Switch up, switch up.
On second down, it's Jones. A little juke. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. J.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And this one is right down the middle. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing is Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Four down. Check right.
Rodgers going to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He's got a first down and then some at midfield, and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Back north. 38, Mike, 38. Watch the curl. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
At the 47-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, QB, come on.
Roethlisberger. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. J.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Like 20.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
319. Hey, Delta.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Gets it to Strong. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it with Jacobs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Amendola. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you get a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Jump out!
56.
Hey, Haywood!
65, 65, 65.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
Mike. 319.
Watch the out. Kill.
They go with Jacobs, and this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Check. No. Oh, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a pass here caught by Edelman, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st
and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Jacobs now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Adola's got it, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Corey Legion able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? Black 20.
54. You ain't doing nothing today.
Black 18.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Now Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
First down, Chicago.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The open man is Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Quarter.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 18-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. You got to step it up. Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, alert 3.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that's caught by Smith. And he is is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Rodgers now, pretty remarkable, 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Corey Legion in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the number 1 spot.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers gets it to Strong. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Rodgers. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense with that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight kicks. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bears on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Roethlisberger to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Let's go, bring it on.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took it.